Hey, it's Molly. Today on Frosted, I'm going to be making a pistachio cannoli cake. It is everything you love about a cannoli and so much more. 3 layers of pistachio cake, a creamy ricotta filling, speckled with chopped chocolate and candied orange. It is unlike any other cake you've ever seen. Let me show you how to make it. I've got some flour, some baking soda, salt, baking powder. I'm going to give this a whisk. And to that, I'm going to add some ground pistachios, finely chopped or in a food processor, and whisk with your dry ingredients. Starting off with your butter in your mixer, you're going to add your sugar and cream it till it's light and fluffy. Meanwhile, you can get your eggs ready. I've got 2 yolks and I've got 2 more eggs. Now you're going to add your eggs one at a time. Let each one incorporate before you add the next one. This is orange blossom water, and it's going to give this cake a really nice aromatic citrus smell to it. And all you need is a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. Okay, now with your mixer on low, we're going to add our dry ingredients and alternate with sour cream. This sour cream is going to make this cake so moist and so dense. Now we're going to add the rest of our dry and give this one more mix. This is such a beautiful cake batter, bright green from the Sicilian pistachios we used and smelling so lovely from that orange blossom water. Divide your batter between both pans evenly. This is such a nice and thick batter from all that sour cream, the nuts giving it a really nice texture. And with your spatula, just spread this batter to the edge of your pan. Give them a little tap. And right into the oven. While our cakes are baking, we're going to make this luscious ricotta cream filling. It's ricotta and some heavy cream. The combo of both of these things is going to make this the perfect consistency to fill a cake. Now that this is nice and well combined, we're going to add our vanilla, our salt, some cinnamon, and our powdered sugar. And we're just going to give this a little whirl. Gorgeous. We're just going to transfer it to a bowl. You can see this is just such a gorgeous consistency, and it'll set up just a little bit in the fridge, but we are not quite finished yet. We need to add a few more things, including some chopped chocolate. And I'm using a semi-sweet chocolate here, but you can use whatever your heart desires. And we like to chop with a serrated knife because it keeps it from flying away and because the crunch is so satisfying. So you want to make sure your chocolate is nice and finely chopped so that it's evenly distributed throughout the filling. So this is just all going to go into our filling and fold this in. Now we have this beautiful chocolate speckled filling, and we're going to add candied orange peel. Candied orange peel really complements the cake nicely. It has the orange blossom water in it and really ties it all together. But if you don't like candied orange peel or you don't have it, you can use orange zest or leave it out altogether. But chocolate and orange is classic and for a very good reason. Right into the fridge and on to the next step. Now for the fun part, we're going to coat these layers with chocolate and crushed pistachios. Start by cutting your cake layers in half. Always score the outside first and keep your knife very flat until it comes through the other side. And repeat with your second layer. You can see here why a rotating cake stand is a must. Perfect. What you're gonna do now is stack both of your cakes right on top of each other. Grab some melted chocolate, your paintbrush, and start painting. Use your brush and coat all around all the edges of this cake. Be generous here. This chocolate is acting like our glue. All right, that looks good. This next part is messy. Embrace it. Grab some chopped pistachios and stick them to the side of the cake, all the way around. I love the pop of color that these pistachios add. These are Sicilian pistachios. They're really bright and green, and the contrast with the chocolate is really stunning. Sometimes the best tool for the job is your hands. Sicilian pistachios are one of my favorite ingredients. They're so meaty and buttery and obviously have such a beautiful color. You're gonna take the excess pistachios that didn't stick to the cake and you're just gonna put them back into your bowl, and we're gonna use them later. Okay, now that this is nice and evenly coated, we're going to remove each layer and let it chill in the fridge to make sure that everything gets really set before we assemble our cake. So use an offset spatula, get these beauties into the fridge, and I'll show you how to assemble this cake. Start with your bottom layer, and to that, add some filling. You can smell the orange, you can smell the chocolate, and it's so gorgeous. Look at this. Okay, next up. Make sure to save a bottom layer of one of your cakes for the top of this cake and use both top layers in the middle. Last layer here, it's a bottom layer, and we're gonna invert it so that the bottom part is on top. To finish it off, we're gonna dust this with some powdered sugar and sprinkle with some pistachios. Don't let any of these pistachios go to waste. This looks great. This is one of the most beautiful cakes I've ever made. Get this into the fridge and let it set until it's nice and firm and safe to cut. This cake is chill, it's firm, it's ready to cut. Let's dive in.